What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the mountain. Well, we're right in the middle of an ice storm. Got a little break in the weather, so we're going to go out here and check on the goats, make sure they're faring well, and get them fed and watered. What's going on, guys? Are y'all doing good? They got a nice little cozy place to ride out this ice storm. Still got a little food on the ground. We're gonna give them a little bit more food and some water. That way they're good for the night. And hopefully tomorrow will be the last day of this ice storm. It has definitely been definitely a welcome back to the mountain for sure. All right, we got them taken care of, got them fed and watered. Couldn't film the water, I needed both hands. I got the cats situated. We are actually headed over to the 41.36 tonight. My nephew and his family have not met Simple Life Reclaim and Country Road Cure yet, and the kids are dying to meet each other. So we're gonna go over there tonight and have some chili and kind of hang out. And I got a live with Tim, Ridge Life Ramblings channel, at 7 o'clock tonight to do an interview. So we're gonna go take care of that. All right, guys, good morning. We are out here at the creek. It is absolutely beautiful this morning.
Shook the rain on myself.
I'm actually out here with my nephew and my niece. We're doing a little hike around the property. I've actually come to a part that I've never actually been at before. We're scouting out to where we're actually going to set them up for a little bit of a long-term stay. And that way they can kind of get settled, get their RV in place and all of that. So we're gonna bring y'all along on the hike and let's see what we find.
The low spot in the country is
because they used to raise cattle on my land. That's what all this barbed wire and T-posts are from. Man, I really like this area. When you're picking your path, don't just think about your size. Yeah. Might be getting skinny on you. Tell me, here, come this way. I disagree with that turn. You went way out of the way on that one. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Well, that cedar tree right there said, boy, that right there's a little weighted. Does he have us go in the right direction, guys? I've never been much of a follower. It hasn't worked out a lot in life. Let's hope that I don't regret this when we find Sasquatch. We got an Eskimo out here with us, a Floridian playing in the ice. It is cold. I wish I'd have brought my gloves. Yeah, that's a nice little game trail right here. Might have to put a camera up in her. Yeah, you're gonna learn these Carhartt jackets right here, like gold out here.
Yeah.
Because the briars and stuff just slide off of them. Always trust the mountain man. already started raining on us. It is cold out here, guys. Look at this.
I'm regretting not bringing my gloves too.
I see the camper. To the right. Yeah.
We're gonna make this area over here more open like this area.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah.
Pull it on the street out there to where I can get Uber by, and like just stack all your stuff up in one area that's already cleared. That's not going to be in the way of the tractor turning and stuff, like over here somewhere by the tree or something. That way I can come in here and knock down all this lower, really open it up and clean it. That's why we're focusing on y'all first. All right guys, I'm gonna let them get packed up and moved out the way so we can come in here with Uber and clear all of this out. I'll bring y'all back when I grab Uber. Are you stuck even unhooked?
Yeah, my truck is stuck.
Huh.
My right tire over there.
What size ball is that?
That one is the the big ones, the 2 and 5/8.
How high will your thing go up?
5/16. Say it again.
How high will your stuff go up? That jack. How high will that jack go up?
I think 18 inches.
All right, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the tractor, bring Uber over here and pull his truck out, and then I'm probably gonna hook to it with my Chevy. It's got a little bit more aggressive tires than the street slicks that he's got, and maybe I can get it out of here. It is pretty wet though. We're not gonna dig it up too much. If it looks like it's gonna make too much of a mess, we're just gonna leave it where it's at and wait for it to dry out a little bit. All right, let's get Uber. Well, that was absolutely nothing for Uber.
Yeah. Pulled it out like a toothpick.
Yep. All right, let's go get the Chevy and get hooked up and see what happens. My camera's got ice on it, so I can't see.
Oh, okay, okay.
Which way?
Cut it a little bit.
Which way?
Straight back. Straight back. Hold up. Old girl's heavy. Dropping the Chevy. There she goes. Yeah. Oh.
Call your jet.
Good on this side. Good on this side. All right.
All right, let's see if this old Chevy can do the trick. Come on. What
Yeah.
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it right down the driveway. Just get it out of the way.
Okay. Woo!
Looking good.
I can see your other back tire spinning.
Yeah.
It'd be better for her to go a little bit, as much as you can back, so that.
Right.
Good enough.
All right, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna get Uber, hook it to the front of my truck, and we're gonna do a little convoy to get it out of this mud. I don't want them to have to jack up all sideways. We're gonna have to get it out of here and just do a little bit of road work here. So go ahead and back your truck up right into this little cut out of the way. I'll get Uber, we'll hook the chain right here.
Okay.
And then you'll drive my truck and we'll just ease it out of there.
Sounds good.
See, Tim, you don't want that of Uber, buddy. You don't want that of Uber. Uber's a beast. Well, what do you think about Uber?
I couldn't believe it pulled it out so easily. I'm talking about the whole camper and your truck like it was a toothpick.
Yeah. Probably what you're gonna have to do to get that back through, being as it pulls through, pull it this way. Take that Carter key out, take the hook off, and bring the chain.
Gotcha. Okay. I got it.
It is definitely wet out here, guys. I'm thinking what the best bet's gonna be is probably go ahead and bring the RV back closer to the cabin for right now, where the ground's kind of solid, and kind of let them set up there for a couple of days until it dries out around here. Because if we start bringing Uber back here now clearing, it's gonna rut this whole place up and end up causing a lot more work in the long run.
Man, he done brought the Chevy up in here, whipped it up long turn.
First time.
Backed it on back in, first try. Like he might have done this once or twice. You've been watching videos?
Learned it all on YouTube.
Like and subscribe to learn how.
All right, how far over do you want?
I mean, realistically, that's perfect on that side. I don't even mind that. That's perfect. Laser lock focus.
Is that good? You want more? What you need?
I mean, that looks, as long as that's out of your way, you know, and not bothering you, that looks great. Perfect. Come on with it.
Come on.
We'll block her down, jack her up, get her off the Chevy, and hell, she's pretty level as it is.
That's how you back an RV. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potential problems. And we threaded the needle. Come on. Well, good morning, guys. Well, yesterday was basically a wash. With the trucks getting stuck and the RV getting stuck, as y'all seen earlier in the video. We ended up setting everybody up over here. But today is the day that I have got to get my trailer unloaded and also get the freezer out the back of the truck that I had over there at the 41.36. But we are going to focus on getting this unloaded and actually getting unpacked from all the stuff that I brought from Florida. We're trying to give it a couple of days to dry out around here a little bit before we clear the area that we picked for the Drifting Dreamers 5 to put their RV over there on the other side of the property, because if we take Uber in there right now, it is just going to turn into a big old muddy clay pit, which will not be good for them as far as their yard area goes or being able to get that camper back in. So we're going to shift gears a little bit today, get everything unloaded, and I might actually start cutting a path for the Premier 1 fence for the goats today, as long as I don't run into another muddy mess like I did yesterday. But for the next 4 days, we're supposed to have some warmer, dry weather. So hopefully, that's going to help me out with this situation right here. Is that the ice storm finally passed last night. It should be the last of it. Today should not be rainy like yesterday, and it'll be a good day to get unloaded and organized and back on my routine here on Come On Mountain. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. right, we got the freezer loaded back down. Now all we gotta do is plug it in and it'll be good to go. Got a little dirty on the trip, but we'll get it all cleaned up whenever it defrosts a little bit outside. All right guys, Mike from Drifting Dreamers 5 done walked over. He was a day late, $1 short on the freezer situation. But it looks like Ryder or Midnight done got them a bird and came in the shower and killed it. There's nothing but feathers in here. Ryder, I think it was you. Yeah, it was you, wasn't it? Yep, you're the hunter. Yep, guilty. Ryder is definitely quite the hunter. He will definitely catch some birds and some mice and rats around here for sure. Which is why he's here on Come On Mountain. Not so much the birds. Can we stick to the rats? Can we stick to the rats, Ryder? Ryder, can we stick to the rats? Huh? Can we stick to the rats? Oh, mountain hunter, come on. All right, guys, now that I got the freezer out the back of the truck and got that situated, I'm gonna go ahead and back up to the trailer. I need to get all of that unloaded as well. Let's get it spring loaded. You can pull that pin right there. Oh, sweet. Oh, I like that. All right, we're gonna pull forward. Probably over here by the building to start with. I'll back it up. We'll get the concrete mixer unloaded, the box, the swing, all of that good stuff, and then we'll get this car off of here.
Looking good, looking good.
Yeah, it's a little cold out here. Mike asked me, do you get used to the cold out here with your hands? Because he's got gloves.
I'm gloved up.
No gloves. I said, yeah, you get used to it. We got the supervisor out here making sure that we're doing this properly. You know how it is. I actually got Eclipse in her kennel right now while we're doing the moving around of all these trailers. With the new dogs on the homestead and also goats, she is wide open right now, and I don't want to run the risk of backing over her with this trailer because she's not paying much attention to what's going on besides the new additions to the homestead. Give you a little backstory. Right here, this swing came off my homestead in Florida. I actually built a little thing to hold it up, to brace it and everything. My parents are actually using that in Florida on their property, but I went ahead and brought my swing back to be a swing here on my new homestead. So I think that's pretty cool. My brother gave me this concrete mixer right here that he only used one time, and I told him, hey, I'll use it. So we're just going to put that by the building right now. I'll go ahead and wrap it up with plastic, that way I don't have to worry about it until I get the goats out of my shed back there, and then I'll transfer it back there. Little C channel. Clip over here. Come on. Let's go. Got the foreman back on the scene now that the trailers ain't moving for a minute.
Making sure I got the proper PPE.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about seeing them on camera and then seeing them in person?
She's definitely moving just like she does on camera.
Yeah, wide open.
She definitely sets the pace for the homestead.
Yeah. She's a wild one. All right, guys, the next step, we're gonna need to get this Jeep off of here. We do have some ice on here, so we're probably gonna beat that off. That way we don't run into no issues. I'm gonna pull the trailer up a little bit. That way we could just back it right in here into the driveway. Then I'm gonna turn the trailer around and put it back over there by the boat. That should be good. All right, my battery charger's quick jump just will not crank this Jeep. So Mike ran down to Lissa's car, got some jumper cables, and got the old Dodge. We're gonna try to get her crunk up.
There we go.
That's a shame. With that expensive battery charger right there, won't even do a quick jump. They just don't make stuff like they used to come out. All right, let me get this stuff moved out the way so we can get this thing off the trailer. How was your first night in the new spot?
It was good. It was comfy.
A little more level?
Yes. Wasn't like this.
Yeah. Minus the goats.
Well, when the generator's running, we can't hear them.
Yeah.
I can't hear them anyway, really.
Well, it's been a muddy mess, guys. Muddy mess here on the homestead. All right, guys, we got the Jeep unloaded. Woohoo! This is the new Milkman whip for the day-to-day driving as soon as I get that belt issue fixed. But I'm gonna walk y'all around and show it to you. Be honest with you, I haven't even looked at it that much.
I think this is actually your first time looking inside of it.
Yeah, this is the first time looking inside. I seen the outside, I seen the motor and everything before we loaded it up, but I can take this guy's word on what he's telling me.
It was Lissa's daily driver.
Yeah. So basically, you could tell it was Alyssa's daily driver because right here, you can see where she backed into something. To a tree.
In the daylight.
Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna get into women, men drivers, and all that stuff, but you make your own judgment. So we got some little Jeep rims on there. It's a little thing. It looked bigger on the trailer, but look how, I mean, I got me a lean-in post now when I'm hanging out like a hare in a biscuit. But not too bad. We got some racks up top where we can put some kayaks. Hey, there's the other part of the brake light. Yeah. Listen, I found it. But the interior is in good shape. Headliner's in good shape. I do have it full of stuff from my son's house and also my brother's. But not too bad. What year is it?
It's a 2012 Jeep Patriot.
Yeah, it's a 2012 Jeep Patriot. I think it's got about 130,000 miles on it.
Yeah, something like that.
I believe so. It's not really gonna show me with the door open. Let me see here. There we go. 132,657. Not too bad for a 2012.
She fills up nice and cheap with a 4-cylinder.
Yeah. It's got a 4-banger in it. It's actually front wheel drive, guys. I did not know that. Kind of weird having a little SUV that's front wheel drive, but works out. Looks like it's got disc brakes.
They were newly installed disc brakes before it sat.
Nice. He's already put a new air conditioner in it, a new power steering pump, trying to fix the belt issue, and also new brakes, tires. But I'll end up doing a tune-up on it. I'll end up getting some lasers and getting that whole pulley system aligned and kind of see where it's tweaked a little bit. I'm thinking that when he got the air conditioner put on, I'm thinking they missed a washer or a spacer or something, and it's probably thrown the whole system off a little bit. He took it back to them and they said it was the power steering pump, but I think it was just them trying to deflect the fact that they screwed up. But all in all, not bad. Nice little ride. I think it's gonna serve its purpose right nice, because I spend about $800 a month right now in fuel between my truck and the generators. And I bought my truck last year with 12,000 miles on it, and I actually broke 40 on this trip to Florida here. That's a lot of miles in 10 months. So this right here is going to save the value of the truck and save the value of my pocket. Come on. What do you think about it, Ryder? You just want my boots, huh? But it is a wet, dreary mess. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get that trailer backed into its home. That way it's out of the way, because with the extra vehicles and stuff, it's actually real tight here in this part of the mountain.
I ain't never met a man who could whip it in reverse like Uncle Dave. I seen that joker whip a truck pulling a trailer with a giant bobcat, forklifts, all kinds of equipment. By the boat.
Come on.
Like a glove.
That's how you do it.
How you back up, Alyssa?
Man, that spring loaded is nice.
That was a tight little turnaround right there. Pretty much went, got the supervisor. All right, yeah. Is this a good spot? All right, yeah. Just like that, we're done. You got to get used to turning big trailers in tight spots here on Come On Mountain. It probably looks bigger on camera than what it actually is. It's a pretty tight spot with a whole bunch of stumps everywhere. And then you have Lissa. You have to watch out for Lissa.
Let me get some of that coffee. I think he's right. It does look a lot bigger on camera sometimes, especially when he does the aerial view and comes over. But he's definitely right. There is a lot of stumps out here. And with him backing up like that, I'm glad we can be here to help him.
Excited to see the mountains after the fog.
Man, the fog is so thick all week long that we haven't even been able to see any of the mountain really. But he tells us that right yonder is a beautiful view. And it is beautiful from here, from what we see anyway. Man, I don't know. I've been here a week and I don't know if it's just the new hasn't worn off yet and it's still shining, but I can't stop smiling. I think just being here and the ambience of being in this area, it's like, it's totally changed my emotions.
It's peaceful.
All right, let's check on the baby goat. I got them in my storage shed right now because of the ice storm. Yeah, I know. There was an ice storm. What was I supposed to do?
Check that guy out.
This guy right here is going through my tools. He's doing inventory. And the other one's down below right there. I got them water. I got them some hay in the corner to bed down. I've been feeding them. It's not an ideal situation, but we literally got back. No, she can't be in here. That goat will attack the cat. Nope. She's no threat. He's no threat. He jumped in here the other day and she went to horning. She'll protect her baby. But whenever we got back to the mountain from Florida, it was literally 3 days of ice storms back to back to back. And we didn't get in until the evening time. So I did order some Premier 1 fencing that on the next video we'll end up getting them put into there and build them a temporary shelter, like a mobile shelter that can kind of move around with the fence. I'm going to use them to start with for clearing out different areas around the homestead. I ended up getting 200 foot of Premier 1 fencing, goat and sheep fencing, with a solar charger bank for it. So I'm just going to clear out that size section and then kind of move them around and get them to kind of park out around the trees. But everybody's healthy. Everybody made the trip. They've already gotten a lot more comfortable with me. The mama goat right here, she wouldn't even let me get close to her or touch her. Now she comes up to me fine. The baby is doing good and healthy, and so are the other little babies. What do you think about it, Chanel? Are you digging your new spot? Yeah, you digging it? Yeah. Chanel does not like the cat.
Holy smokes.
Ryder, oh, you might want to get out of here, Ryder.
Holy smokes.
And that's what you call a protective mama. Are you a protective mama? She ain't there no more. She ain't there. You ain't horning my knee. Well, I don't think Ryder's going to come back and visit the goats. Chanel, do you have an attitude? Are you a protective mama?
Yeah.
You got hay on your head. You got hay on your head. You got hay on your head. You look like a farmer with your little wheat hanging out your mouth.
You know, this is actually my first real experience with goats.
Yeah, I love goats. Goats are one of my favorite animals on a homestead. They all got a very unique personality. The babies are doing great. Plenty of energy. Nice little warm dry spot. You could tell the temperature difference in here versus out there.
Yeah.
And also, you know, they're just like me, guys. They're Florida goats, right? So gonna give them a chance to kind of get accustomed to this cold weather. Like I said, not ideal. I'm sure I'll get a couple of comments of telling me why I shouldn't have the goats in here, but honestly, this is the safest space for them right now with all of the ice storms that we've been having. Once I get that premier fence up and get them a good solid kind of portable shelter, it'll definitely be a much better. It's supposed to be a whole lot sunnier tomorrow, so that's what we're going to get on tomorrow for sure. But I think that's going to be about it for this video, guys. It's basically just getting back to the cabin, getting settled, and a little bit of the ice storm that we had here. Definitely glad to have this guy right here on the homestead now. This right here is the Drifting Dreamers 5. Make sure y'all go check them out. I will put a card right here. They actually just put their first video out yesterday of their trip actually coming to Come On Mountain, and they're going to be a huge help to me up here. All right, guys, until we see each other again, come on. Hey, let's go on another adventure.